Chapter 7 by me. I pressed the button on the suit, becoming invisible. If they can't see me, then maybe I can knock the soldiers out or something. As I neared the entrance into the room, I moved close to the wall, watching the soldiers fight. I grabbed a rock off the ground, holding it tightly in my hand. It becomes invisible. As I closed my fingers around it, this could work, I think to myself. I just have to be careful. Prince Cabler, dang it, I should have picked an easier last name, was fighting off two men, and a third was moving up behind him. They were fighting closest to where I stood. I moved quickly towards the one that was intending to stab the prince in the back. I hit him on his head, hoping to knock him out. The man falls as Prince Cabral takes out the two soldiers in front of him. He growls, turning sniffing the air. I watch in horror as he wields his sword, charging towards me. He is going to kill me. Instead, he shoves me aside, knocking me to the ground. I watch as he quickly takes down a man that had been about to kill me. I didn't understand how can they see me. I look down at my hands, which were not there. Looking up, I find Prince Cabral standing over me, breathing heavily. He growls, "Get up." As I slowly stand up, I whisper, "You can smell me, can't you?" He looks back at the Garlanians, then back at me. He pushes me hard towards the path outside. "Go now." He follows close behind me, leaving me no other option. As we reach the outside, I press the button of the suit, becoming invisible again. "You could have gotten yourself killed," the prince says to me. He grabs the locator device from my belt and tosses it to the ground. "Hey, I need that." I yell at him as I start to pick it back up. "Leave it." I deleted the information stored in it. "It's no good to you now, princess." I glared up at him. "So you're going to kill me now? Is that it?" I watch him as he looks down one side of the mountain and up the other side. Then he moves towards the cliff, looking down. Walking back towards me, he says, "I could if that's what you want. But I was thinking more along the lines of saving your life." He grabs me by the arm and pulls me towards the edge of the cliff. He asks, "Can you swim?" I gasp, trying to jerk my arm out of his hand. I say, "You have to be joking. It's too far. No one can survive that fall." He shakes me, saying, "That's not what I asked, princess. Can you swim?" Looking around as he spoke to me, I gasped from the pain he was causing to my arm. I cried, yes. He looked down at me, saying, "Good. Hold on to me tightly and don't let go." He starts to pull me into his embrace, but I struggle against him. "You're crazy. I am not jumping." "You jump if you want to." "I'll take the path back down," I say. Prince Cabral suddenly lets go of me. He replies, "Listen. Do you hear that?" I stand there listening, not hearing anything at first. Then I slowly hear the faint sound of men voices. I look towards the path down the mountain, saying, "More soldiers are coming." I look back towards the opening of the cave. "We have to warn them." The prince grabs my arm as he says, "They can take care of themselves. I have to get you out of here now." I look at him, I say, "But it's too far." He pulls me back into his arms, holding me tightly. He only says, "I'm Arthanian, remember?" He brushes a strand of my hair from my cheek. He whispers, "I'm not going to let anything or anyone harm you, my princess." He leaps off the cliff with me clinging to him. I kept my face buried against his chest. We hit the ocean, sinking deep beneath its waves. I could feel my lungs burning for air. Prince Cabral somehow still had a tight hold on me. I didn't know how much longer I could hold my breath. He kicked his legs, moving us towards the surface. Our heads popped up above the water. Finally, I could take a shaky breath of air. I wiped the water out of my eyes with one of my hands.